Good morning, guys. I'm at John's. We came over to Mr. Cycle Fanatics himself. He's garage gonna help me and do all this huge install that we're doing. It's gonna be shot in one take, doing everything, but it's gonna probably be broken up into a few videos because I've got a lot of things to unpack over here. First of all, it's the Akrapovich full exhaust system that we're gonna open up very soon. Now that getting all that tons of air going out, we need a lot of tons of air coming in. That's why we need to replace the stock filters with high flow, getting K&N air filters, which are going to be over here. So that's going to be another video installing the filters over here. Then it's going to be a video of installing the exhaust right over here, the stock exhaust, getting rid of bread box, the cat, and everything, and installing the Akrapovich. And finally, so everything plays music like a perfect orchestra, we have to get a tune, and we got BD Moto on board to help us out with this. So I'm going to also show you a video of the whole process of ordering, installing, and finally riding before and after, what it sounds like, how it perfectly works, the BD Moto tune. There's a great video out there by Albiz ADV where he shows very precisely and exactly how the whole process of removing all the front fairings and everything to get access to the fuel filter. To the air filter, because the air filter is pretty much right here behind on both sides. Pretty much following what he did, and we took these. In my case, there are 4 pop clips. One here, one here, one here, and one on the other side. I'll show you what they look like. Yeah, pretty much is you just click in the center and it pops. We use this little tool like a pick. You click it inside, then pull it out, and then we have 4 bolts, which are 5mm Allen. We're going to take them out and then remove this top panel. Then we'll get access to the side panels. The 5mm Allen bolts out. 1, then 2 is here, and same thing on the other side. These bolts that came out have 2 different sizes. The longer ones are the front. This part is a little bit tricky, but I lifted it and it already came out. You see these tabs over here that go into this plastic right here. These little tabs go into the plastic, so it just came out. Played around with it a little bit, not too complicated. On the video I saw it as if it was a big deal, but in my case it just went easy. So just be very careful, a little bit fiddling around with it, and it comes out. These are the little tabs. These are the tabs right here. You got to pull. You pull it back, and they go fit into here. Not a big deal. And it's out. This is what it looks like. Bolts now for the white panel, both sides. So there's a bolt right here on the top, again 5mm, and on the other side, and then clips on the bottom. As I come across a few more, I'll show you. Right here on the bottom. So pretty much after removing all the push plastics, whatever these guys are, that I saw over here on the bottom, there was one over here, there was one over here, and then was one I showed you before anyway. By pulling gently, the panel slightly, moving it away from the tank and pulling it back gently, these pins that are the plastic pins that are on the fairing itself are removed from the grommets over here that actually hold them in place. You see this grommet, that grommet, that grommet. It pretty much came off by itself. I didn't need to use a lot of force. I just pulled it slightly back and it worked. Do the same thing to the other side. Again, I pulled this away from the tank and then I pulled it back towards me. Let me get these push pins. What do we call them? So I got these plastic pins off the front, and over here it was the nut that we took out. Now, like I said before, on the other side, gently separate this so the pins, the plastic pins, come out of the grommet. Play around with it a little bit. Let me put the camera down.
Oh, come here, there's a questionnaire. Hang on. Oh, okay. Leave that. Come here.
Sounded bad, but let me. It's always scary, like as if I broke something. No, but everything's intact. Yeah, good. It's a bit scary, to tell you the truth. Yeah. And the center part here is always it comes out of the.
Listen.
So genius John over here. We've been trying to work for this, everywhere. Look on YouTube. It's such a pain in the ass to take the filters out. So what John said, let's just take out the center bolt from the fuel tank and pull it slightly back, just slightly, so it gives you access, to the filters.
And it's 2 seconds.
I'm
Otherwise,
literally.
you're going to have a really hard time taking the both airboxes off.
Yeah, we're not taking all the connections underneath the tank.
Nothing.
No, just moving it, sliding it back a little bit, and then putting.
Putting it right back.
Yeah.
You'll hold on to it.
Okay, there you go. And I'm like, no, John, don't. It takes hours from the videos I've seen. He's like, well, just slide it back a little bit. Just give it a second.
You got the K&N already.
Do we put? And it's already oiled.
Yes.
Sometimes you need a friend with a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah?
One filter's in.
Okay. Now the other side. Oh no, actually, let's close this up. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna put this back. See, then because otherwise it's so hard to get in. You can't get in there.
I know.
Hold it back.
Those grooves. Wait a second here. Let me take.
No, don't. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible, to get a proper.
See, I'm holding with the tank pulled back. John over here is putting that in. 2 people makes it so much faster. There we go. That was so efficient. That was so efficient, man. Now just put the tank back in, slide into place, and that was
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Yeah, but because
just taking this bolt out and sliding the tank back.
Yeah, not taking the whole tank off, just sliding it back was a great idea, John. Gotta give it to you. Now buttoning, closing things back. Once you're done installing the air filters, just reverse your way back with the fairings. Do it slowly, not to break and hurt anything. So little grommets, little tabs that need to go into the grommets. A little moving around until you make sure that little pin hits inside the grommet all over the place. You start from the front, you work your way back. See, it's nice and tight over here. It's located inside the grommet. And once we put the pins inside, the plastic pins, it's going to be good. Let me do the other side. Starting from the front. It's one thing with Honda, even with the Gold Wings, a lot of plastics getting into the bike because the bike is so nicely designed. Everything is tight, no free space. But then It's a torture. It's a nightmare. Assembling and disassembling the plastics. Got this one inside perfectly. Yeah, this one went in easier. Yeah, this side was much easier. Let's put the pins inside. Yeah, and the bolts started from the top one over here. Now we'll go to this, and we'll work our way down with the clips. Let me show you how to put these inside. This is how it's ready to go inside with this part pulled out. Okay, then you put it in, and you press on it, and then it clicks and it closes. It locks. And it's locked. We'll do the same thing over here on the bottom. Now let's do the top. Down closed, and bolts, clips, everything. One thing I would say, when the bike is apart, you wind up with a lot of different bolts. I messed up with one of the bolts. I used the wrong bolt in the wrong place. So make sure you either make a note of where you put the bolt, what bolt goes where, or take a picture. Just remember.